What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to do a mini tour of my Greek hallway theme. So previously I've done a lot of different things in this hallway. You know, there's a little bit extra space here to the left because of the way it's designed. So I've always wanted to do some sort of statues, you know, because I still have sufficient walking space and I wanted to put something here. I used to have a bunch of, 75-inch tall Vestas. I even put statues there and wall mount. And that was too much. Like, goodness, it was definitely too much. I remember once my wife bumped into a shelf and the statue was starting to move. And, you know, when I saw that, I was just like, all right, this is definitely way too much. So I removed everything here. That was way too foolish to put statues there. So I just have posters. But putting it right here is completely fine. You know, there's plenty of walking space. I can see them all quite well. You know, especially when I open this door, I could get a good view of everything. But I always was troubled with displaying some of these statues, you know, like my Greek theme and whatnot. And, you know, mystical creatures. So eventually I came to this conclusion, you know, because I'd never found a good spot for my Medusa. I didn't like displaying her inside of a Vesta. It's like, she's such a good piece. She deserves a dedicated good spot. And so eventually I came up with this. And I'm quite happy with the results, to be honest. I think I did a pretty good job. I like how I did the pedestals for each of the busts. And then these shelves, you know, higher up because, you know, they're next to their bust, and then Medusa here and Mummy there. I have thought of putting a statue inside there. I could easily do that, but it's just not a good spot to put a statue, just because the only way you could really view it good is if I was like sitting down right there, or it had to be something super small. So for right now, I just put that drawer there, which I may or may not change in the future. I did put this additional lighting here as well to just shine a little bit extra light since there's no lighting here. But this is where it starts, really. We first have this mummy poster. Now, this is something I just printed at my local shop. I found this image. It's not the highest quality image, but I love the design and look of it. I think it's just an awesome poster. You know, death is only the beginning. Mummy was one of my favorite movies growing up. I freaking love it. I still love it to this day. I think it's a phenomenal movie. And this statue is a custom. Well, I don't know if it's technically licensed. I don't think there really is a license. But it's by Dream Figures. There's 50 made, and I have number 4. This, to me, is one of my favorite 1/4 scale statues. I definitely consider it like a top 5 1/4 scale statue. For a plethora of reasons. It probably has the coolest base of any 1/4. You know, just so much going on. I love the little scarabs, all the different Greek themes, the different god statues, the mummy stepping out of the tomb. You can see the broken bottles, the hieroglyphics, the scratch marks. You know, and this mummy is super, super sick looking. Just freaking amazing. Such a cool statue. Anytime someone comes to my house and they see this, they're always just like, they get that wow effect because it's so impressive. I'm really surprised not more people have jumped on this because I remember it took a while for it to sell out. But it truly is an incredibly impressive statue and something I would personally never sell just because it's so impressive. So definitely like a 10 out of 10 piece for me. You know, there's literally nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's a little hard to display, but that's about it. So that's really just like the mummy right there. Next we go into Troy. Now Troy was my favorite movie growing up prior to Avengers. I absolutely loved Achilles. I loved how tough he was. I loved Brad Pitt in that movie. I loved the entire movie. It's such a good movie. And I've always wanted a Troy setup just because, you know, like I said, it's my favorite movie growing up. So this first piece right here is a 1/4 scale. This is by ARH Studios. They do a lot of Greek themed stuff. And this is their Achilles. Now this is technically not based off the movie, but it looks just like him, so I count it. So it has a Greek column, simple, like, you know, rock base. Good action pose. You can take off the helmet, but you never want to because it looks horrible. Pretty awesome statue, though. I like the blood paint effect, the detail. The shield looks awesome. He does come with this switch out. If you don't want the spear, you could do the sword. But I don't have a lot of statues with spears, and whenever I think spears, it does make me think of, you know, like Spartans and Greeks. So I like displaying them with the spear. Plus, I love the spear scene when he was fighting and using it. It was super awesome. I also got this little sword. This is a licensed piece by Noble Collections. It's actually real metal too. So pretty cool. And then to the left, we have a custom Brad Pitt life-size bust. This is by Dinho Maga. This is not as good as I had hoped. The hair was a different, like dirty blonde, but it is a nice piece. You know, it's like real leather, decent likeness. It looks better with the helmet on. It does have glass eyes. The helmet is a little bit cheap, but overall, it still looks really good in the collection. Then we have this life-size shield I just got off Amazon.com. Underneath, we have our 300 Leonidas. So obviously 300 is one of the best movies ever made. So good. And so this is by Sideshow Collectibles. It's their premium format. I got the regular version, not the exclusive, but I did buy this little helmet here by NECA. It's really nice actually. And this looks really good. To the right, we have our 300 Rise of Empire. So, you know, the continuation. We got Themistocles and Artemisia. I absolutely loved Eva Green in that movie. Phenomenal, gorgeous woman. And these two look really good together. Great companion pieces, great detail, you know, great likeness. So really nice pieces. Definitely like them a lot, especially that Artemisia. She fetches quite a high penny. Then we got our Clash of the Titans Perseus statue. This is one I delayed buying for years just because I thought it wasn't super impressive. And to be honest, it really isn't. You know, it definitely could use like a new face paint job or sculpt. But when you display it with the exclusive like that with the poster, I do like it quite a bit actually. And I got it for such a steal, like 250 bucks. So I don't regret anything because I do still really like it. And I love Clash of the Titans. So with the poster like that, I do like it a lot. So that's the down low. We just have the 1/4 scale statues. Then we got Medusa, which is absolutely phenomenal. I got this piece for $300. It did arrive with a few bit of damage, but I fixed it all. You can't really see anything. I've painted some of the issues. She does have the removable thing so you can see her titties. I display both on and off. It depends on my mood. This is the exclusive, which comes with this Medusa plaque, which I do like and looks really good. But she's basically crushed a Greek column, crushing this soldier she just turned to stone. You know, with a brown, rocky dirt base. There's a shield. She's holding her bow and arrow and has bows. There's an additional version of this where it's the rattlesnake, but I do prefer this original. I've seen the newer version by ARH in person. I still prefer this one. I just think it looks overall better. It is quite a hassle to display because it's such a large base, you know, so you do need quite a bit of space. Currently it's on a stuva, which is 19 inches deep. As you can see, it is barely fitting. It takes up the entire width and depth of the piece. It's about 25.5 inches tall. To the right, we got our Kratos, God of War. Obviously, Kratos is a Spartan from Greece. He fought the Greek gods. And so I wanted to put it here. I absolutely love this Kratos setup I've done. You know, I got the 1/4 custom, the 1:1 bust by Gaming Heads, and some swords I got off Amazon. So this 1/4 is by Aaron Ray Perez. It's limited to only 30 worldwide. Currently, this is the best Kratos statue in the market, although I think Prime 1 will eventually, when it does release, be better than this. But for now, this is the best one. This is definitely the best one from the first 3 God of War video games, you know, because that Prime 1 is from the newest one where he has Atreus and the full beard. So I went with a bloody version of mine. You know, you could customize it, either blood or no blood. Greek-themed base, which looks really good. You got some broken statues, blood, Greek writing. That right there says 2015 Aaron Ray. So that's when this was made, 2015. It's over 5 years old, crazy. But still, honestly, one of the best 1/4s out there for me. Just a phenomenal sculpt. Like, he really goes to the extreme on the sculpt, you know, it's like, look at that belly. It's like he's super ripped, tons of veins, real metal chains on the Swords of Chaos, and they actually look really good. The paint job, it looks like real metal. Very, very well done. Face looks a lot better in person than photos, trust me on that. It looks incredibly good. Very well painted. You know, his wife paints these and it just looks like a professional paint job. So well done. Love the way this flows. Really just one you gotta see in person. It has incredible presence due to the pose, you know, it just like sticks. It's so wow, it has a wow factor when you really see it, 'cause it's so dynamic, so big, like 30 inches tall. Truly is one of a kind and definitely something that will never leave my collection. Then we got these swords. These are real metal. They were like 60 bucks on Amazon. Pretty cool. I wanted to get a prop here and I think it works great, you know, next to the Gaming Heads life-size bust. So this is from God of War Ascension, which is actually my least favorite God of War. I wish it was more God of War 3, which the main differences would have been his skin color would have been more gray and a brighter red. So this is more whitish. It's more white in that video game. And then he has more of a maroon color. I do like the overall design of this bust though. It has a Greek column base, which looks really well done. And the overall paint application is really good, you know, considering it's God of War Ascension. I think a solid repaint, making it God of War 3 would look better. It does have just standard, you know, the eyes are just, I think these are just, I don't think it's painted. I think it's just a little sticker. I wish it was glass eyes. If it was glass eyes, gah. If you put glass eyes and repainted this to be more like that, then this would be like freaking grail for me, because the sculpt is spot on Kratos. It's incredible sculpt. The scar looks pretty good, no doubt. Definitely add a little bit more like blood in that if you wanted to. I mean, it's a scar, but I like the scar on that one. I think that looks really good. But overall, I do like this bust. Plus, it was quite cheap. I got it for like 400 bucks. But very cool. To the right, we just have some posters. We got an Achilles, God of War, 2 different God of War actually, and a Tomb Raider. The other side of this wall, we just got Zelda posters. Got a little 3D printed, Zelda's sword and shield, and a poster. But that's basically it for this hallway. You know, I got some other posters and whatnot, but I'll show that more in other videos. But overall, I do love these statues. They're amazing. I'd recommend any of these statues, really, depending on what you like. But let me know your thoughts and comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.